Hello everyone, welcome back to Still Color. I'm Kevin and I'm going to react to Sam Fender's new album, People Watching. Now I am super excited to react to this album. I've been a massive fan of Sam Fender now for a long period of time. He's singing, his lyrics, and overall the sort of the different vibe that he sort of gives out in comparison to a lot of the rock artists that we got currently at the moment as well, which has made me like him even more as well. As a lot of people know, alternative rock is not as big as it used to be, you know, in terms of the amount of artists, in terms of much chart dominance as well. But it's nice that we have someone like Sam to give us a little bit of a, you know, different flavors amongst the things. But nonetheless, I hope this album is going to be good. I've heard one or two of the singles, but not all of the singles. I purposely made sure not to sort of like listen to all of them, but let's see. So as the album is playing, I'm also gonna have like the lyrics as well, just to check and sort of see what the artist is talking about, and also probably doing other like background research on the record and what inspired it as well. The first song is People Watching. Let's hear that. Okay, so that was the first record, People Watching. Interesting song. So kind of similar sort of instrumentation, like 17 Going Under on the previous album as well. And kind of, I think, because this was the first single of the album as well. So Sam Fender probably has, I'm not sure if this is the second or third album, if he did that on his first one, where he chooses such an upbeat record as his single as well, but also with some serious theme as well. I've just read some of the background on this song as well, that it was like an ode to one of his mentors, who he described as like a surrogate mother. So you can hear that on some of the lyrics about going to sort of a care home, for example, and then looking at the place that's ran over, and then some other lyrics as well about, you know, someone sort of longing for youth and feeling fragile in the ego, etc. as well. So we always kind of get that with Sam Fender, and was what I like a lot about him, is that he can be most of these record singles are quite personable, socio-political in some extent as well, specifically on the second album as well. So it seems like it's the similar sort of theme that he's going for. So nothing too different. However, still a good song. I really do like the production as well. And I do also like the single as well, but nothing too different as well. So yeah. So that was People Watching. Let's hear now the second record, Nostalgia Lie. Okay. I wonder which other singer like in the background harmonizing with him as well. It does sound really nice. It makes the record sound full. Okay, that was Nostalgia Lie. And as I was also looking at the lyrics, I look at some of the album notes, or well, these days the album notes is not actually physical, it's all online on the wiki page. And I just realized that one of the people who actually produced on this album is Adam Granduchel. Hopefully I said his name correctly. And he's been obviously one of, I think, this front singer of the War on Drugs as well. And the War on Drugs got really great sort of rock, alternative rock albums as well. And I think it was what 2017 one that they released, one that I really liked as well. I think, you know, 2014 was a Lost in a Dream. Yeah, it had some really good songs on that as well. So do check it out as well. But nonetheless, I really like this song as well. So again, Nostalgia Lie. It's all sort of someone yearning to sort of go back to the past in a play, you know, go back to, I assume, to the youth as well, where they're swinging on trees and they were like carefree, you know, and now they are in this different place where it's no longer that, and they want to go back to that place feeling safe, but also contradictory in some sense. They also want to, I won't take this world for granted. I'll become what I've been asking. I'll accept the path that lays before my eyes, almost sort of like accepting this sort of new route that they've taken as well, or this new route that is presented to them, even though they are afraid as well. So interesting record. Again, quite a similar sort of instrumentation, obviously less upbeat as well, more mellow in some regard as well, but again, love the singing. The production of course sounds really good, the mixing sounds amazing as well, and yeah, overall a good song. So that was Nostalgia Lies. Now we're gonna go off to the next song, which is Chin Up. I'm rising up with the sun. It's got the slight similar guitar to how have I forgotten their name? Wonderwall. Yeah, slight similar guitar to Wonderwall. Probably won't sound like Wonderwall, but nonetheless. It's eerie similar, bit similar, but. I do like. This sounds good. Okay, that was Chin Up. Chin Up. As I was looking through the genre, actually, it's not an alternative rock, more like heartland rock, and it kind of does make sense. And on Wiki, heartland rock is characterized as often with a focus on blue-collar workers and a conviction that rock has a social or communal purpose beyond just entertainment. You can hear it specifically with this lyrics, Chin Up. Essentially, it is about, you know, sharing personal stories about a person who's lost their job, and, you know, their head is down as well, but they are, you know, have to sort of, you know, have their head up and, you know, go through it despite living in this community, in this areas that are, you know, underfunded, lack of jobs, lack of opportunities. And it is quite interesting, and I'm glad that he does highlight and spotlight about these particular things, seeing that Sam Fender is from Newcastle, and, you know, except from London, probably Oxford, I think it's the southeast that used to normally say that they are probably the most affluent areas of England, and the rest are sort of like marginalized, and there's not as much funding, and there's obviously loads of historical reasons, particularly for it, political, and both in the past and currently as well. So I'm glad that he's highlighting and he's spotlighting this as well, and it's always good for an artist to bring forth such themes in their music as well. Yeah, but yeah, I like that record, Chin Up. Very, very good song, and it seems so far for this album, for me, it flows for me much better. I like more of the records, you know, in comparison to the other album. Quite similar, but there were certain few songs that I wasn't quite enamored to, but nonetheless, if is the right word, enamored to. Anyway, you lot can tell me in the comment section. So the next record is Wild Long Lie. Let's hear it. As he rails one again and turns to me and says, Martin, Boris and Jan, full police gear tonight. He said it's 12-hour sentences, that's what I trained, but we seen how that went down stateside, it didn't fly. It's that time of the year again, when your past comes home and everybody you've ever known wants it lost.
I need to leave this town. I think I need to leave this town. I think I need to leave this town before I go down.
It's actually quite interesting because this record has similar instrumentation as well to like the spite of it on his last album as well. So interesting. Okay, that was a wild long lie, and interesting record. Again, love the instrumentation, the saxophone. The lyrics for this record is again super interesting as well. Talks about like the drug use essentially, you know, the sort of the environment, the sort of the habits in particular that certain people in the environment, I think, where he kind of sort of grew up with, and the people that he grew up around with had, in which that they were always trying to sort of go out on a night out and then take drugs like cocaine, and then him feeling like to being stuck in this cycle and loop and feeling like he needed to sort of to leave as well. But also interesting sort of socio-political quotes such as, you know, imagine Boris in here in full police gear at the night. It's tougher sentence, that's what they're trying. But we've seen how that went stateside. Of course, the war on drugs, the harsher criminal sentencing that happened between the 80s and 90s. Not sure for how long I went to, and this disastrous consequences that caused as well. And also, I think another lyrics that I really like as well, that he talks about, you know, being heartbroken and then those individuals being laced on cocaine, telling him like anecdotal lies as well. So, you know, stuff that maybe I can't come up with a good one. But yeah, again, and I love the saxophone as well. He does love adding in a nice saxophone here and there as well. So yeah, strong record. The next record is Arm's Length. However, I won't react to it because I've already reacted to it. So it is, I'll put it in the comment section for the clip of that as well. So to keep it as me reacting, you know, for the first time to things as well. So instead, we're gonna skip to record number 6, Crumbling Empire. Let's hear that one.
Surface of the moon, a Detroit neighborhood left to ruin. Girl at the wheel showed me the side of this crumbling empire.
Okay.
Following suit in the Atlantic night. Under the Baghdad Bridge they shiver. It's one not preaching, I'm just talking. I don't wear the shoes I used to walk in, but I can't help thinking where to take me in this crumbling empire. My old man worked in the real yard, getting us straight on the electrical board. It got privatized, the work degraded in this crumbling empire. My mother delivered most of the kids in this town. My stepdad drove in a tank for the crown. They left them homeless, down and out in their crumbling empire. This crumbling empire. Earl was a kid when they threw him out, living on the streets down Camden Town. Under the arches, strung right out in a crumbling empire. This crumbling empire. This crumbling empire. This crumbling empire. In a crumbling empire.
I really like that song. That's Crumbling Empire by Sam Fender, and the lyrics is just as straightforward as it could be. Again, socio-political, specifically one line talking about his stepdad losing a job and then essentially becoming homeless, you know, because he got laid off, you know, privatization, not privatization, sorry, but more or less closing down factories because of, you know, maybe shipping the factory off to overseas so companies can make more profit. That's probably one of the reasons for it as well. But again, highlighting the crumbling, how the area is crumbling because of things as such as well. And then how another kid got let down because of, you know, essentially individuals or people that's supposed to take care of him letting him down. I really like this song, you know. Just really like this song as well, and I'm commend Sam for always speaking about these things as well, because it's important that these things are documented through music, and it's just not always parties and vibes. Even though we all like parties and vibes, we also have to understand that music can also be more as well. So really okay, no, actually here, my old man worked on the rail yard getting straight on the electric board. It got privatized, the work degraded in this crumbling empire. Again, highlighting a lot of the privatization that happened during the 80s over here in England as well, following the neoliberal policies pushed by the Americans during the Reagan administration as well. So love that record. Next record is a little bit closer, so let's hear that one.
and souls. I don't disagree with everything they do. I was a child in the peak of a panic attack. The proverbial straw that pulled the camel's back was a wailing sound of my cousin slain in spirit. Yeah, come on, lift your head, get out your foes and stay. You started on the right road, either. Come on with me there, show me you walk on water, and I get a little bit closer to it. Oh, I had friends who were cast aside, alone, deep blind, with a curious mind, just terrified of what the church would have to say.
Okay.
I can't live under the notion that there's no reason at all for all this beauty of motion. What is love? What is love? What is love? I never found it. I never get a little bit closer. I 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 get a little bit closer to it.
Okay, that was a little bit closer by Sam Fender. Really interesting record, and quite a lot to sort of unpack. But obviously, I can't do as much. So I'm gonna do as as much as I can. And again, record talking about sort of struggling with his own faith, but also highlighting some interesting aspect about religion. For example, praying on those that are in despair in order to get those individuals to then believe in religion as well. And we see that quite a lot, for example, of pastors that utilize religion to extract wealth from them as well. There's plenty of videos online. I won't go any further than that, but again, him talking about, for example, as well, about the condemnation, the religious condemnation of people who got different sexual orientation. One aspect was I was lost in the sermons and lies at God camp, trying to play the gay away. So, for example, being indoctrinated wrongfully that people, LGBTQ individuals are, sinful, they're doing bad, etc. Love this record. I really love this record. I think it's a really good record. It's very insightful, philosophical record as well. But also another conflicting thing, sort of struggling with being atheist, or maybe being agnostic in a sense that, maybe there is a greater purpose to all of this as well. Who knows? Maybe we will find it, maybe we won't. But nonetheless, a lovely record as well. Strong singing, strong instrumentation as well. The mixing again sounds expensive as hell. Love it as well. I love the theme that he's talking about as well. So far, this album sounding extremely sort of strong. I feel like more straightforward than the previous album as well. But yeah, now is Rein Me In, track number 8. Let's go.
Now let go of everything I ever had, 'cause I couldn't give the love you deserve. By the gun you shouted, oh my God. It seemed trust, but it's what I was owed, I suppose. We take whatever we can to get the reason back. just papers to rain me in. To a nice warm bliss. All my memories of you in like tennis. If I stop, it's just papers to rain me in. I'm stuck here chewing every last upside. Telling everybody how much I fucked it up. Telling everybody how much I fucked it up. Telling everybody but you how much I fucked it up.
So that was Rein Me In by Sam Fender. I like the song as well. It seems to be sort of like a breakup song, or towards the, actually it is a breakup song, and like experiencing and loving those sort of memories, and then coming to realization that it's no longer true. And then I think that's what he means by saying, please don't rein me in. So please, reality, don't come back and remind me of essentially fucking up this whole situation, which he highlighted or said in one of the lyrics as well. Love this song as well. Another saxophone. Upbeat as well. Well, slight upbeat, but very mellow as well. Like that song as well. So that was Rein Me In. Now the next record is TV Dinner. Let's hear that one. Am I hearing an electric? Is that the Moog? That's a synth, isn't it? Shit. Has he used synths in his music?
Off the size of heroes' eyes and teach them all they then despise. It is our way to make a king, romanticize how they begin, fetishize the struggling while.
Is Sam rapping? Hey. Okay, let's hear that one still.
While it's suffering in everyone a memory of what they truly are. The rigmarole, the tortured soul, the constant spin, the merry-go roundhouse kicking to the face. Sheer loss of private space, the moths, the snakes, the tiny ways. Coattail riders, soak the grace, a little color out my face. The cancer in a padlock case. No one gets in to my space. I could be for anything, the darkest days are yet to sing. Like right now, she was just a man, they love her now, but better than. Read me as a class clown, grass-fed little cash cow. I cashed out, had it hellbound, now they point and laugh. And no one gets in to my space. No one
So that was TV Dinner by Sam Fender. Super interesting record. We get a complete different delivery. Sam rapping, we get you know, electrical or synths instrumentation as well, but still, I don't know how best to explain it, the Big Bang, but more or less a record about, you know, becoming a celebrity, almost being anointed as like a king and being heralded while sort of struggling with maybe mental health or whatever it may be, and people sort of end up chipping at you and destroying you eventually, and that's what he ends up mentioning. Amy Winehouse, who was heralded quite highly at one point, but received tremendous amount of press abuse because of, you know, for the wrong reason as well. And she was also, of course, struggling with loads of personal issues that were exacerbated by her becoming so famous as well. Interesting record as well, but also him defiantly saying that no one gets into my space, i.e. I want to always have some sort of sanctity of my sense of self, which I think is obviously extremely important. I do agree with all of the points sort of made as well, because I think the public expects a little bit too much, and people tend to forget that they're just human beings and they're just singers or they're just entertainers, and that's it. Now, there's also another flip side to it as well. Some of them, people think that because you have a lot of money or you're a singer entertainer, something you can speak on everything, which of course is not necessarily true. So yeah, love that record, TV Dinner. Very good song. Very good song. Now, the next record is Something Heavy. So let's hear that. Okay, that's another record, Something Heavy by Sam Fender. Really good song again, talking about, you know, the struggle that people may have. It could be mental health, it could be whatever as well. But however, interestingly, sort of offering an arm out to say to that person, for tonight, I'll be the one carrying that burden so you can have fun, so you can relax, and really is a thoughtful thing. Again, talking about mental health, talking about various other things. It's quite interesting about Sam Fender records that some of them can be so upbeat and so nice, and then you like read the lyrics and then you realize how heavy they can be. But it's also, that's quite the dichotomy of life, isn't it? You know, you're seeing someone sort of party, have fun, and the next thing you know, you hear incredibly bad news as well. So, yeah. And again, that links to the point in, you know, oh, how did we miss the signs as well? So yeah, that was Something Heavy by Sam Fender. Now, the last record on the album is called Remember My Name. So let's hear what that one is about.
If I was wanting of any more, I'd be as
Also, the vocal mixing is quite interesting. It just seems like the vocals are more on top in the forefront.
greedy as
Or louder.
those men on there. But I remain fallen in the memory of what once was. You make my day. I'll tell you stories, kiss your face, and I pray you remember my name. I'm not sure of what awaits. Wasn't a fan of Saint Peter on his gates, but by God I pray that I'll see you in some way. Oh, 11 Rock Avenue, something to behold. To them it's a council house, to me it's a home. And I pray you remember my name. And I pray you
Okay, so that was the last record, Remember My Name, of the People Watching album. Interesting song, a lovely song as well. And a ballad as well, with loads of sort of horns as well. And again, an ode, from what I'm understanding, to his grandmother as well, who seemed to have had dementia as well, and him praying that she would remember his name. And also how lovely she made what was a council home a loving home, and being accommodative to her grandkids as well. And also an interesting verse here as well. If I was wanting of any more, I'd be greedy as those men on the hill, but I remain forlorn. Probably indicating that if I was a greedy person who didn't care that much, I probably wouldn't be still talking about this, or talking about, you know, the things that have gone on in his hometown, which is an interesting observation, and pretty much I would agree with that as well. So nonetheless, a lovely song. But yeah, People Watching by Sam Fender, lovely album. It seems like it's an album that's even more to the point, less filler records. Could be maybe my preference on certain records I didn't like on the first one, but this one feels more onto the point. Sequenced really well, mixing, singing. The production is really sort of strong as well. You can definitely hear some of these records almost being sort of single-ish. Like you can pluck either one of them to be played on the radio, or to be played wherever they are going to end up to be played on. Again, similar themes as previously before, so not necessarily nothing much new in some other areas. Maybe the biggest one is the rapping one, but yeah, nonetheless, I really love this record, and I think so far in my head, I think I'll give this a strong 7 to a light 8. I think it's a really good song and a good album, and I think most likely, or highly likely, will end up on my best year list as well. I really did like this album when I first listened, and of course there will be more listens privately that will make me possibly highly likely like the album even more. It's always, if the first listen is a good listen, then it's most likely going to be a better listen as you hear the album. But yeah, that was Sam Fender, People Watching. People, do let me know what you think. What other thing that you sort of picked up on this album as well. There's nothing much more that I got to say. Just keep in tune with more videos that's dropping by other creators on this channel as well. And thank you all for watching, and see you all soon. Peace.